Established in April 2021, Upland Development United is an exclusive property development collaborative for the Upland Metaverse. If you're a bigger picture and loyal team player who has a great sense of humour and is looking to get more engaged in a diverse and experienced team, you can help us and we can help you. Contact Morecheese or Ben68 for more information. Warning, all opinions within are solely the views of the individuals involved.
The UDU, Upland Development United, installed their neighborhood nodes throughout the entirety of Upland. Their reach was unmatched.
Hello and welcome to UDU team meeting number 28. My name's Ben68 and today we've got a special, we're all in a funk. Looks like the Whine and Cheese version 2.0. It's going to be a very quick meeting, this one. Just got a few things to rip through. Today is the 19th of October or the 20th where I am. Tier 1 floors, pretty steady. San Francisco is, it's up from 19.8 to 21.2. Manhattan steady at 44, Chicago steady at 4.5, 4.4, and Santa Clara steady at 14. So not a lot of action happening there, which is surprising because we know Nashville's on the horizon. I don't know, I expect that'll drop soon, and I'll speak to that a bit later. I'm going to go on a bit of a rampage. Actually, no, I've got that as the second part. So I'm going on a sales rampage. I have about 2,000 properties I'm looking to say goodbye to. They're just kind of, I've got them for no particular reason. So I'm looking to flip out of anything that's not a node property, or like, I won't be selling any Chicago. I don't know. I've only got one. I think I have 2,500 properties in Chicago. Only one's for sale. I'll be holding on to that for quite a while till we'll sell out. But pretty much everything else is on the card. So if you're working on your treasure hunt map and you know I'm in the area, hit me up. This is not a fire sale. Daddy's making bank. So, you know, if you reach out, I will give you some kind of discount if you send me a DM or whatever. But if you know that I have properties in some area that you want to target for your treasure hunt map, reach out and I'll sort those out for you. So, yeah,
I may reach out.
What's that?
I may reach out. Are you getting rid of any more San Franciscos?
I've probably got 500 in San Francisco I'm going to flip out of.
All right, cool.
Absolute crap ton in Sunset, which is collection, but other than that,
I don't make collection. It's just from my treasure hunt map.
Yeah, I know. It's just that that outer Sunset area is quite large. So if you want to fill out some gaps over there, let me know. But yeah, pretty much everything's on the cards. Like I said, it's time to make some bank. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I've got all this kind of unrealized gain sitting there. And, you know, some people say I'm crazy. You wait 5 years and they'll be worth 100K. Well, yeah, I'm not selling to throw the money in the bin. I'm going to reinvest it in other opportunities. So see how we go. And yes, as I've talked about before, I have stretch goals to get to. Hopefully I can get to chief executive by the end of the year, but I really want to get to 2 million per month gigs. So I'm pretty close to that. So
that's good. That's cool.
Want to get it done.
Get her done.
Yeah, and if you look through, like I've been playing this game for nearly 2 years, so I have a long history of doing this. Like I had 200 properties, and then I went to 68, and then had 1,000, then I went back to 200. You know, it's pretty much a regular occurrence as I flip out, reinvest, reestablish what I want to do, etc. Spark Train, over to you, Cheese.
Well, we started officially on Monday, right?
Yeah, unofficially Sunday, officially Monday.
And of this week or last week? Last week. This week? Last week, this week.
Last week, I believe.
Last week. Oh, because today is Tuesday.
Yes.
All right. So that's about, what, 9 days we're on?
Yep. So halfway from the stats when we kicked off, because we were expecting 18-day build.
Yeah, and it looks like we finished 5. They're completed. We're almost completely into the next 5. The last one on the list is Pastantes in the school node, 3201 Boston Avenue. He's about a quarter filled up, so he needs like, 3/4 more, and we can finish this in about hopefully 3 days. So by this weekend.
So we're ahead of schedule. So yeah, if you're in the team and you have some sparks sitting around doing nothing, yeah, jump in. Let's get this one wrapped up. And I did put the call out last night to nominate yourself for the Spark, Spark train or the team meeting roles. I'll hopefully sit down and get that sorted out today. And
I know you just woke up, but you, the Upland data thing and our Spark thing said that your development on one of the properties is finished and you have some Spark to stake, Ben.
Yep, I sorted that out.
All right, cool. Damn. I wish you didn't.
You just want to throw the brush at me.
No, because then it would have been a nice fill on that last property.
Oh yeah. No, I did that straight away as soon as I see that, because I know from having had Spark or from renting Spark, I know what a pain in the butt it is to, have people drag their feet. So no, I always jump on that straight away ahead of anything else as soon as I get that message. So that's all good. Well, that's good. We're ahead of schedule. We'll get that wrapped up. And yeah, I'm expecting, based on the feedback we got of all the people that were a bit, upset they missed out or whatever, then Spark Train number 7 should be a bit more of a big one.
Yeah, I'm going to use everything. I'm going to use that everyone. I'm going to use that Spark Train. I'm going to use that your mom and dad. You missed this one. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah. So that's almost certainly the nominations will be this weekend then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's really no excuse. I mean, we'll put the blast out again, and before that goes out. So yeah, if you miss out on number 7, you really got no recourse to say, hey, I didn't know, because it's getting ridiculous at this stage.
Ridiculous.
Alrighty, the big one, the wine of the week. The wine of the week for this week is
Jedi. Oh, and there goes Jedi. Sorry, go ahead.
Upland does not give a fuck about the world.
Stop.
That's true.
Wait a second. Hold on. The world in general, or the world?
Everything except North America. Upland's just got a massive raging hard on for North America, and it's getting very old, very tired.
God, this again. All right, go ahead.
This again. Okay, so let's just take these latest Block Explorer sales. Every single one. What is it? 8 a.m. PT. Yeah, that's 1 o'clock in the morning. They can't even mix up. They got three consecutive days. They can't mix it up to, at least attempt to try and cater to their worldwide user base. Come on, give me a break.
Right. That does make sense.
Every single event over the last, 3, 4, 6 months, it's 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. PT. It's getting very old very quick. It's something I've been bitching about non-stop. But we know the player base has expanded significantly, and yet they're just fixated.
But I know you block me at night because I send you messages after.
I put my phone on airplane mode, so I don't get anything. So,
that is my unofficial notepad.
Yeah.
So whenever I have an idea, I'm just like.
Yeah, it's getting old. I mean, the player base is worldwide. It's just not good enough at this stage. Yeah, I'm well and truly over it. Anyway,
I mean, I get what you're saying, Karen. I mean, Ben, but.
Yeah, well, the one time Upland did an event, I think it was a city release or something, or it was one of those stress tests that was at 1 a.m. North American time. You should have heard all the bloody whingers in the chat. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Yeah.
Oh, I'm my best at 1 a.m.
Yeah,
I would love a 1 a.m. something.
I'm the best at 1 a.m. when it's not on a work night, which all these events are, So.
Yeah, you got to actually leave the house, so.
Yes. That's my wine of the week. Upland doesn't give a fuck about the world. There you go.
I mean, that's dramatic.
It is dramatic, but like I said, I've been whinging about it for well over a year.
Yeah, you have. You have.
And I'm not the
Fair
only
enough.
one.
You should have said it in the AMA. People were complaining of all sorts of stuff.
What time was the AMA?
1 p.m. They
Yeah.
were, yeah, they were on the same time as Upland Action News.
Yeah. I couldn't be a
And you were
part of
at work.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, cockatoos are here at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Kill
I didn't
yourself,
hear them
cockatoos.
until you said something. You want to go shoo them away?
Well, we'll have to soon if they go, otherwise the neighbours are going to go ballistic. Anyhow, well, maybe you can take over. You can take over the win of the week. The win of the week, I've got Legits and Spark. Now, at long last, I finally won a couple of Spark chests, and I managed to get 2 back to back. One of them was in, what do they call it? What's the fire emoji mode? Not right mode. One of them was in right mode, so that should tick me over 10 Spark total. So that's my mini win of the week. How'd you go with the Legits? I didn't have anything whatsoever to do with the Legits.
I did. I don't follow football. I was hoping the AMA would be a little bit more layman's terms, but it wasn't. I get it though. I mean, there's not really like, if you have an investment in something, you're gonna have to put a little bit of effort into it. I haven't done that yet, so I'm gonna kind of take a slap on the wrist on that for myself. I'm gonna go watch the AMA again, maybe 10 more times, and see if I can who's that?
I know who it is. It's all good.
Oh, okay. See if I could understand it a little bit and look up some of the terms, because I have no idea what football, like lineback, quarterback, quarter pounder with cheese. I have no idea. They were saying a lot of words and they were just going right over my head. They even said them twice, and X1 looked like he was getting very annoyed, so people just kind of moved on from what do you mean? But yeah, it's the most popular sport in America, so I get it. I agree with it. I'm just gonna have to put a lot more effort into my investment. I got a few number ones, mementos, whatever that means, essentials, whatever that means, etc. Something about fire and brimstone and dogs and cats sleeping together. Mass hysteria.
Nice, but you're not able to sell them or transfer them or anything yet. Is that correct?
Not yet, but eventually, I'm sure.
Now, did you buy them? Well, obviously you didn't buy them because you've got an interest in keeping these fancy cards. Well, they're not even fancy, but anyway. You got them to flip to make your stacks, right?
Yeah, my stacks. My mad stacks.
Okay. All right.
Make that money.
All right, well, we'll see how that plays out. Node stacking, I've got about 3.5 million in escrow now, ready to go. I'm just going to keep building on that. We've had a bit of backwards and forwards in the team about Nashville, some kind of points made for here and there. And I, as was playing in the last team meeting, I got no real interest in Nashville, but I started thinking about it. Is this our last chance to go for anything for the next, who knows, 3-4 months? I'm not sure. But do you go for something just because it's the last chance, or do you, I don't know, do we hang out and wait?
Nashville for me is just like the football thing. I know nothing about it, but I know it's like known for music. It's like the place you go to if you like really into music or something or another. I know they have a lot of really cool places. Well, they mentioned it. Someone asked, why is it going to be the last chance for a few months? They mentioned somewhere that they're not going to go ahead with the full 21 cities, and that they're just going to put out the ones that have something to do with something.
Yeah, I think they've completed the minimum viable product they need for these NFLPA legits. So, I mean, thank goodness, because there's so many issues that they need to go back and deal with. Like we've seen since the last update, half the time when I go to do treasures, my properties aren't showing up now. The divs are all balked when you go to collect your divs and having issues with that. And Steve mentioned this in the general chat as well. The amount of white screen crashes now is just really through the roof. I think as players who've been around for a while, a lot of these things, and I mentioned this a while back too, a lot of these white screen crashes, we just kind of crashed again, and we don't really take that much notice of it. But if you were a new player coming in and seeing that, you'd be like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, like when did that start happening for you? Like you not seeing your buildings, because that just happened to me this morning.
It was since because I'm mobile only and your browser predominantly only. So yeah, it was since the last app update, which was done for the legits, I believe, to that big last update. And ever since then, there's been a whole host of issues.
I had to refresh my screen like 10 plus times.
Yeah, and are you having the issue with the two-factor authentication as well?
Yes.
I had to basically turn mine off, which I'm very loath to do. But yeah, I was punching it in like 5 times in a row. There was one treasure hunt there where it just wouldn't go through at all, like trying to send to a property. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of issues that they need to go and sort out before they even think of another. Or even Nashville. I mean, fancy. They can't release Nashville when sends aren't working again, just for general play. So, it's a bit of a way. But yeah, I think as far as running for a node in Nashville, that's a big red X on that one, I think.
Yeah. Dr. Tid and Eric Cooper in the chats made some good points. That's some of the things I've heard. Dr. Tid said Nashville completes the 2 conferences so games can be fulfilled. And Eric Cooper said, with Nashville, we have 1 city stadium in each NFL division. So I guess that's good enough for now until they can kind of like, catch up on other stuff.
It sounds good to me because as we know, we're in just absolutely monumental, massive oversupply. Like the amount of properties still left in Chicago and Kansas and even New Orleans is just mind-boggling. So, yeah, we definitely need the influx of new players that they keep, suggesting. It needs to happen. So, because it's just the oversupply is just beyond ridiculous at this point. So, we shall see. We were going to talk about the new neighbourhood development node. We did have one of our members run a play, and we have a new NDN to play with, but he's not on, so we're going to skip that this week. We'll wait until he can talk through that himself. What do you reckon? Yep.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right, straight on to the Whine and Cheese show. You can have it that one. Can you give us a rundown?
Okay, yeah, all right, so we interviewed Bird this past Whine and Cheese, and it was good. I had a few people reach out to me saying that it was really funny. And me and my lack of memory, I'm like, funny, was it really? And I watched it back, and it was pretty freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially that story at the end that Bird said about the scuba diving.
What was it? The Bugabukaki. That would go down in history, that one.
Hoping you would say it, so I didn't have to say it.
Yes. So yeah, Bird from the Nasty Hooks. We originally had both of them, Bird and Drizzle, booked in, but I think it worked out well. Just get Bird on his own. I was thinking too, maybe we should, maybe for the part 2, we should just get the Driz on his own, and then we can do a part 3 with the 2 of them. That could be fun.
It would be cool, but I want to see the dynamic. I think they work so good together.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, they play off of each other, and I was really hoping for that. Bird did really good holding his own.
Yeah.
But you did see that he was like the falcon looking for the falconer.
Yeah. Well, I think the Bird's. I think he's a bit like Uplando, where he can talk underwater. So.
He talks fast.
Yeah.
but he didn't talk fast. I think he did that for me because he knows I'm a little stupid. And I appreciate, Bert, if you're watching this, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it worked out well. I understood everything. Yeah, because he's good. Like he gets everything he wants to say in a matter of like seconds.
Yeah.
And me, it takes me like hours to get out of a few sentences. I'm like, well.
Thinking on the fly. That's what happens for the worst show ever when we're making it up as we go along. But yeah. All right. You're the booking agent, so you can sort that out and make the decisions. And we're recording again in what are we about 4.5 hours, something like that. So, and that'll go out at the usual time on Saturday. What is it? 12 p.m. PT, which is my Sunday morning.
Yeah, we got a cool one. Really nice person, nice human being. I'm interested in this person's project and hear more about it. I've seen it. This person's in a couple of other Discords and channels, and I'm sure everybody will know who this person is when they see this person.
All right. Next on the agenda, only a couple more things to quickly wrap up. Server roles, we already briefly mentioned that. So yeah, we're going to have new server roles so we can get away from the everyone at here blasts, which, like I said, I mute all of those. So we're going to have that.
To use that everyone once. It was very fun.
Well, we're going to have at team meetings, at Spark Train. Is there anything else we need? We've already got the at UDU to blast those members. We've got at UDUA. If you can think of anything else that we can use, let me know. I did think of something else, but now I'm blanking on it.
I'm probably just going to use the at everyone and forget, but I'll do my best, Captain.
Yeah,
I can see your face, like you bastard.
No, it doesn't matter. It's you got to deal with the aftermath because everyone wins just to you. So if it's the Spark Train one, but yeah, I'll try and get that sorted out today. On top of that, I'm also going to be doing another round of the dungeon.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay, that's fun. I like that.
Yes. So just as a recap, if your account has been inactive in the server for a month or more, you're going to be sent to the dungeon. If you remain inactive for another 2 months, you'll be booted from the server. Our server is not the place for lurkers and shirkers and shitbags. So you're either engaged or you're not. Yeah.
You're not necessarily a shitbag.
No, I said or.
Okay. Touche.
Yeah. So, I mean, if there's a reason why you're inactive, and for a few people, I do know that they're inactive for reasons, and obviously that's the case. And don't take it to heart.
You do know a few shitbags.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, don't take it to heart. If you get put in the dungeon, just reach out, and it's pretty simple system, but it's something that we need to routinely do. Like I said,
let us know you're finished being a shitbag, and we'll just reinstate you.
Yeah, that's right. It's as simple as that. It's all part of the ongoing evolution. We're stripping down the team. It's been ongoing for several months. It's Upland Development United, not Upland Development Lurkers Association. So how we go. Something happening in chat there. We'll follow that up.
Someone said, well said, and I don't even remember what I
said. This is one for the ages, this team meeting, I tell you.
Yeah, this feels like a wine and cheese.
It is. It's Wine and Cheese 2.0. Upland Lurkers Association, Dr. T. Yeah, exactly. Oola.
New node.
Yeah.
New node
yeah.
name.
Maybe we should rename the dungeon the Upland Lurkers Association.
I like that, actually. Upland Lurkers Association.
Cool. Halloween team events. I saw you put the call out, and there's not been much action or any real enthusiasm for that.
I didn't do everyone. I can. Or do we need a Halloween role?
I don't think so. I mean, as I said, I'm pretty funked out at the moment, and I'm not really feeling it. So, I don't know. I think it might be a bust unless anybody else wants to jump in and get something sorted out.
Where is it? Let me see. More Halloween costume contest. Make something by 10:26 to show off in a team meeting if you want, or just post here. Rules must be completely made by yourself with either paper or cardboard. Can be a mask or a costume, but must be worn. Prize is I don't know yet.
Yeah.
See, I told you were better at words than me, but I mean, I got all the important parts out, right?
Yeah, but did you get any reaction? Has anybody responded?
No, but watch,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get them right now.
Oh, so yeah, we'll play that by you. As I said, I'm a bit funked out with the whole thing. Yeah, Eric's just said no fish and no Bach. I don't know what's up with fish, but I do know Bach was heading out with his dad for a bit of family time stuff, so that's all good. And who knows, the fish man, he's got a wife and kids and all the rest of it, so it could be 1,000 different things. Very last thing that I wanted to touch on, the UpX podcast this week is celebrating their 100th episode, and Too Stupid reached out and asked if the UDU wanted to donate some UpX towards a grand prize there, and I went through with that. So those podcasts are recorded at like 11 o'clock my time, which is just before my lunch break. I will probably jump in for maybe 10, 15 minutes, but I'll only be audio only. I know Morecheese is not going to be available either. If there's somebody in the team, initially I reached out to Locke, but he's had a meeting come up as well. If there's somebody in the UDU team that can jump on to the podcast and just represent the UDU, if it pops up, I'm not sure that it will. But yeah, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to start nominating people and see what you have to say. I don't know. The UpX podcast is, I don't know, for me it's Friday 11:30 a.m., which I think is Thursday like 9 p.m. or something, but I don't know if that's Pacific or Eastern or God knows. It's Thursday night, I believe, late Thursday night.
I would do it. I'm just scared out of my wits of those guys. Last time I went into their podcast, all I saw was a document and people drawing boobs everywhere. So
oh yeah, it's pretty
it's a boys club. I don't want to go.
Yeah. It is a very immature boys club, but that's kind of the well, I don't know. That's kind of the that's its shtick, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, if somebody can jump in and represent the UDU for that, if it comes up, like I said, I don't know that it will, but yeah, that'd be good. Alrighty, that's all I have to say. This is a super fast one, Whine and Cheese version 2.0 UDU meeting / No, we didn't go over SWU because the Moose Eater, if I'm saying that right, Moose Eater, he's not on today and it's his node, so we'll leave that for him. Eric, I can follow up with you in the server. And yeah, we did have, that's one of the privileges of upgrading to your full UDU membership is you get all that. That's the kind of the extra step. You get to see all that behind the scenes node building details. As you know, the UDUA is pretty open. It's not very open. It's still quite an exclusive little club to be in. But yeah, there is a distinction between the UDUA and the UDU. And the main distinction is that we work on all this node building stuff and rah. Yeah.
And our cookies have more chocolate chips.
Okay. All right, you want to wrap us up, Cheese?
Bye.